Alright,
Okay.
let's start the fucking thing. Yay!
Okay. In 5, 4, 3.
You uncultured swine! Swine!
Is this fucking thing on? Let's start the fucking show. And we're back with another episode of Uncultured Swine. To my left, half man, half cat, the artist formerly known as iAtreyui, the master of the fast food drive-through vlog. Say hello to the people, Dirty Dan.
Ooh.
I don't know why I still get a kick out of that. I still expect you to say something more exciting.
Cock balls.
There you go. What side did I say you were on? The left?
Left, yes.
To my right, we have... Oops, pulled that curtain a little far. To my right, we have the master of the universe. I didn't really think out your intro. Sorry.
The king of memes.
The king of memes. He loves it when young Padawans call him Big Papa. That's right. Say hello to the people, Mr. PAPAxPALPATINE.
Still working with Microsoft.
That wasn't hello.
Hi.
And of course, hi folks. I'm Johnny Whitetrash. I don't do a cool intro for myself because I think you'd be pig-headed.
Yeah. I was
You
gonna
don't
say,
do you don't do long intros.
I don't do long intros and I don't do transitional material.
Well,
Now
it's
I have to
pretty
put another
goddamn
quarter
long.
in the Johnny ripped off George Carlin jar. So it's Thursday. This is Uncultured Swine. We slightly tweaked the intro, and there's a reason we're slightly changing shit. All right. We got to say hello to the people out there I'm hoping it's the iTunes crowd. I'm hoping that the feeds all get where they need to go and that everything happens and that people can listen to this on their mobile devices in audio form.
Eddie, we're talking about you.
How's it going, Eddie?
I was going to say something. What the hell are you talking about?
Well, I think the first thing we got to do is say if you're interested in the audio on the go podcast format that we originally intended
A year ago.
a year ago, you will have to go to johnnywhitetrash.com.
Links to Google or literal links?
Let me Google that for you. It's Johnnny, in case anybody didn't know how to spell Johnny. So, how the fuck has your guys' week been? Like, what's interesting? Or I guess 2 weeks. You know, because I missed the last episode. I wasn't there.
Should we talk about how you died?
Dan went to Upper
did die a little.
Texas,
Oh, yeah.
Upper Texas.
and I saw X-Men 2 times.
X-Men 2 times. How was... let's start with Northern Texas. Upper Texas.
Because he's Center Texas.
It's more like
He's Middle Texas.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
but-
South Texas going to Middle Texas.
Yeah, I know, but it's upper compared to where you were.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you're saying is
Central
you are
Texas.
bottom Texas and you went to Middle Texas.
Went to the heart of Texas, yes.
Deep in the heart of Texas. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't say heart.
Sorry.
Anyways, it was alright. I went
Because
there.
now I have to do the whole thing. The stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas.
Well, see, I didn't verbally hear Dan complain about it yet, but I need to know of his entire SeaWorld experience.
SeaWorld in Middle Texas. Go.
It's San Antonio, yes, but it's about an hour and a half or so from Austin. But yeah, we went to SeaWorld on Saturday, and we got there.
Family trip?
Family trip, yeah. We took up around like
family
10
trips
a.m.
are always awesome.
Took up around like 10 a.m. It was like 3 hours to fucking get there because there were like so many crashes on the highway and stuff. It took about 3 hours to get there from like a 1 hour trip. And then as soon as we started getting there, we see like protesters and stuff. The people who like saw like the whole Blackfish documentary. I don't know if you guys heard about that.
No.
Basically, SeaWorld never really took good care of like the orcas and stuff like that. Like in the past, like
Oh yeah, those PETA hippies. Yeah.
no, it wasn't PETA. Actually, it wasn't
Well,
PETA at all.
did they feed the orcas?
It wasn't about feeding them. It was just them being there in captivity and not getting the proper whales to train in a way. Because like the first whale that I guess they had was very aggressive, and
No, no, no.
and,
Okay,
and they had
I gotta
that
stop you here.
whale. Wait, whatever.
I I gotta stop you here. Does the whale have a place to live? Like, do they keep it underwater?
Yeah, no, the whales are
And they feed it, right?
It's not how they're kept. It's how they reproduce to keep getting more. They use those whales, the
So
ones that were
wait.
aggressive, and they reproduce with other whales, which created more aggressive whales instead of getting
Like killer
whatever
whales?
the killer whales. Yes.
So no, hold on. So they're worried. Like I'm just sitting here and I'm thinking like, okay, if somebody captured me and they gave me a place to live and they fed me, and apparently because they're reproducing, that means I'm getting laid.
No,
I don't know how much complaining I would be doing
no. Basically, what they would do,
if I were a
which is kind
whale.
of disgusting, was they basically stroked the dick of the whale, and they got it to a
Ah,
cup.
the whale only gets a hand job.
Yeah, well, more like a fucking arm job if you think about it.
Oh yeah. But like, okay, so they jerk off the whale, they capture the sperm, and then they do the
And
same thing with bulls.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the same thing with bulls, even the same thing with studs and stuff most of the time with like horses and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Well, you can order horse semen online as well as horsecock dildos.
Yes, yes,
This
yes.
episode of Uncultured Swine brought to you by Horsecock.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
anyways, that was the reason why
Okay,
they're kind
so
of
yeah,
protesting.
you're at SeaWorld
Yeah.
after bobbing and weaving out of because I've heard from more people than just you that traffic drivers in general are just bad in Texas.
Yeah,
Like the
it is pretty
texting and
bad.
driving, the doing your makeup and driving, the getting a blowjob and driving.
It's just pretty bad in the streets, and also the fact that it was kind of raining a bit, it just made it really bad.
Oh, when it rains, people are even dumber.
Yeah.
What about snow? How can
It's
we
worse
just real
after it rains.
quickly
Texas
uh
snow?
yeah, can we just real quickly hear how you survived the plight of Texas snow?
By going 3 miles an hour.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Now, how much snow
Well,
does Texas get?
they're
Because
tr-
I always said if I were going to infiltrate America, I would set up base in Texas. That if I were going to emigrate to America, I'd go straight to Texas.
I think like the most ice, I can't really tell about snow, but the ice that were on the roads, at least in Austin, when it was getting snowy, was about 2 inches of ice on the roads.
Straight up 2 inches of ice.
straight up.
Yeah. Now again, the snow and
Now, don't
shit.
you all own
I didn't even get to enjoy the
four by
snow. That
Domino?
was the worst part. I didn't
You
get
were
to tell the
working.
snowman or any of
Enjoy
that
the
shit.
snow.
He was working.
Papa, you live in Chicago. I live in Canada. Enjoy the snow. Doesn't that kind of piss you off a
Well,
little bit? Because I'm just sitting there waiting for it to fucking go away so the polar bears can come outside.
it's like me saying I never got a chance to enjoy
The
the
beach.
heat. Because you have heat year round. You want snow? You don't want it. But the thing is, he had mild snow, very mild snow.
No, yeah. Well, I mean,
That shit was
I
flurry.
get
Two
what it's
inches
like.
of ice.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
I
no
know. In
other way to
fact,
put it.
when it gets warm here, right, it doesn't gradually go from -40 to +40. That happens in like a week, it seems. And so all the ice and snow melts, and like my city basically floods
Good.
because all like the sewers back up and everything.
Well,
But
then you guys are horrible at fucking keeping your streets clean.
no,
Yeah, we are actually like
Oh yeah, you guys have a lot of littering and shit. Cause if it's clogging up the sewers, that means trash is getting in
well,
fucking the
no.
sewers drains.
What it is actually is because they sand the roads every time it snows, right? And they sand it with like sand and gravel and all that shit, right? In fact, the funniest thing I saw, just to tell you how bass backwards the city planning in my town is, like you know what a grader is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the big the shovels, we'll say, right? The plows, that's the term I'm looking for.
The plow truck.
And so there's this sanding truck going up a hill, and literally like 50 yards behind it is a fucking grader, a fucking plow coming behind the sand truck and like taking all the sand that had just dropped and pushing it to the side of the road.
Yeah, and
This is
it
a
flags
true
it up.
story. I have seen this with my own eyes. Like,
They should be doing that the other way around.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Welcome to Canada.
Yeah, that's some stupid shit. No, I
Yeah.
understand where they thought like, okay, we'll spread the sand even more by making it go to the side and just whatever,
Well, no,
whatever.
it was just literally just dumb planning. It's like, okay, we're gonna send the plows out and we're gonna send the sanding trucks out. It's like, do you think these two departments should talk to each other to make sure that they don't overlap? Nah, fuck it.
Yeah, it's
Because
not good.
I work for the city. I know what the planning in my town is like. There is none.
Yeah, you work for public transportation.
Public, okay, yeah. And so now all this, so when the snow melts, right?
Oh,
Because they've sanded, couple
everything.
dozen times. There is like so much sand on the road, and they don't send the street sweepers out fast enough. So a lot of that shit
Gets
ends
stuck in
up
your
in the
boot.
sewers,
Oh, okay, no.
right? And that's why they all back up. But like I'll pull up and like somebody will get on the bus and they'll get mad because they got nailed by dust, right? And I'm just kind of like, and they like get mad at me because I had to drive the bus and stop and it kicked up dust. And I'm like, they're like, oh, it's so dusty. I'm like, uh-huh. And like they're looking at me to do something about it. It's like, well, what the fuck do you want me to do? Like put a broom on the front of the bus? That might work.
I was like, put a.
That's what we need. We need plows for the winter and brooms for the summer in front of the bus.
I was like, you could have used that fucking like what are they called? Like those little feather shits to do look in the chimneys.
Wait. I want to answer this so bad. I had myself muted for a second. I couldn't stop laughing. They're called street sweepers.
Yeah, that's what Johnny was calling them.
Yeah.
But adding the brooms in front of you,
Oh,
they're still called street sweepers.
okay. Sorry. A sweeper in front of the bus.
What he meant was like Johnny had a broom
I know what he
as you
meant. I know what he
entered
Yeah,
meant.
no,
the
no.
bus.
I was
We all
picturing
know what Johnny meant. He was
Yeah,
just he was
yeah.
he was being a dumbass. He's being dumbass.
Like when you add that battering ram in the movies, they had the battering ram in front of the bus. I picture that with nothing but brooms at the bottom of the so it looks like the front of that that's
Oh,
the
moment of professionalism. Johnny forgot to mute his phone.
it's like that little brush you
Oh, it
use for
was
the
very
vacuum
faint.
attachment. I still
Yeah.
it's very
Okay, so anyway, we got sidetracked here, and Dan hasn't even made it to SeaWorld yet, where the poor killer whales get jerked off
Anyways,
and fed.
well, I saw some dolphins and some fucking people dancing with the dolphins in the water. It was pretty fucking amazing, not gonna lie. It's pretty cool. Now the
Yeah.
whales, because of all this stuff that's been happening, the trainers had to be behind barriers and they were nowhere near the pool of the fucking thing. Now, unfortunate for me, when we sat down, I noticed behind the seat that was in front of me, it said splash zone.
Uh-huh.
Now, it wasn't until the very end of the show, and I mean the very end, that our row got splashed. And goddamn, was that fucking water cold as fuck.
Oh yeah.
And then,
I have been through what you are talking about.
and I don't know if it was, I don't know if it was salt. My brother said it was chlorine, but fuck that. I really doubt they'd put chlorine in there with fucking, like, like, creatures and shit. It would kill them.
No, they need salt water. They come
Yeah.
from the ocean.
Yeah, like I really doubt it was fucking chlorine. But anyways, yeah, that shit got in my eyes, and it burned. I looked like I was smoking drugs and shit. My eyes were like bloodshot red. We were soaking wet, and yeah, and some guy who was eating his fucking turkey leg completely lost it. A guy was right next to me, and look like $8 turkey leg.
Wait.
Were you at medieval times?
What was he eating?
Turkey leg.
And they just like hand these things out in
Yeah.
in Texas?
No, they're in
Like this
they're
is
in
a
SeaWorld.
snack?
In SeaWorld, they had like people like with cotton candy. They had like turkey legs on stuff, nachos inside.
If
It's like a baseball game kind of thing.
if you ever
No,
heard of
every
medieval times,
baseball game I've been to, they give you hot dogs and beer. I've never been somewhere where I could walk in and say, "Geez, can I have a turkey drumstick?"
the only other instance I've seen turkey legs were at medieval times. 'Cause over here I have medieval times, and it's pretty much it's dinner and a show. So you're getting a big piece of turkey leg for
Yeah,
dinner.
they're expensive. But I was gonna say, dude, they're almost everywhere. Any kind of festivities here.
Oh, I'm not used to festivities down there. Up here we
Yeah,
get hot dogs
yeah. No, I think that's actually kind
and
of cool.
pizza.
Yeah, hot dogs, pizza, hamburgers, nachos. I think it's cool that one of the staples
There's chicken
is a
legs.
turkey leg. Not even a chicken leg, a fucking turkey leg. I
Yeah.
like that. No,
Yeah.
I do know what you're talking about with the splash zone because on our honeymoon we stopped at the Vancouver Aquarium, Canadian SeaWorld, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And yeah, they had the beluga whales. And same thing. We were not sitting in the splash zone. And it was the beginning of May. And out there, it wasn't that warm. Like, it wasn't that cold, but it wasn't that warm. And dude, like it was about 15 degrees out. That's 15 degrees Celsius. If anybody wants to know what that is in Fahrenheit, links to Google will be in the description.
I'm gonna say it's around
I,
60.
I'm not converting shit for you Americans anymore. Fuck that.
I'm gonna say it's around
This
50 to 60.
is Canada. But yeah, no, and you
It's like
get
70
splashed,
something.
fucking cold.
No, 30 degrees Celsius is 80 degrees Fahrenheit. There's no way in
70 is
hell.
20, so it's under 70.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, I'd say 60.
Yeah.
Anyway. So you're in the splash zone. Buddy loses his turkey leg.
Well, he really fucking like deboned the crap out of it, but he had it in his hands, and yeah, it fucking fell out of his hands and shit. Yeah. But what's funny was
And then it's covered in salt water and germs from the floor.
and I was gonna say, before we got splashed, like the other corner got splashed, right? And like I guess
Mhm.
like one chick, she wasn't ready because when she got splashed, she immediately got off of her fucking scene. She was like, nope, 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 because she was already soaked, and the whale just kept on going. No matter how far she
Well,
ran
what
up, those whales were getting her. They're like
and how
vendetta against that
warm?
black chick.
What was the temperature? What was the weather conditions during this excursion?
Um, maybe around 77, maybe 80. I'm not sure. I don't know because
Okay.
So warm.
it just
So
finished raining,
warm.
so it was very humid. It wasn't the
Yeah,
heat.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
very humid because they just finished raining, like or like
yeah.
just drizzling at least.
Okay, so it was yeah, warm
It was
and wet,
dry,
still cloudy, I'm assuming.
somewhat cloudy at times, but it was mostly
Yeah.
dry weather
Yeah.
or
Okay.
as feels. Yeah,
So that and you got splashed.
yeah.
And how did you feel about getting wet for the killer whale?
Yeah, I felt humiliated. I felt disrespected. I want to go kill that fucking whale with my bare hands, which I could not. you know,
Oh,
maybe with the
geez. Now PETA's gonna shut our podcast down because we've
nah.
picked on pigs and whales so far.
Here's the thing. Neither of those animals have fur.
They're still animals,
Actually,
though.
PETA's a funny organization because of how many animals they kill. But anyway,
Yeah, because of all the blood they get.
yeah. So what else happened?
um,
Fiber, bro.
I was gonna say no. No. I was gonna say. Oh, I went to my brother's workplace, which is like right across, like the basically the capital of Austin, so the little Congress building and shit, like
Oh
25
yeah,
stories
yeah.
tall. I took some office
Okay.
supplies on that shit. It was pretty cool. Oh, yeah, and I saw a
Okay,
refrigerator.
wait.
Yeah.
So you go to a political building,
No, 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 no.
right?
This building's in front of the political building.
Oh, okay. I thought you went like
And
into a
I
Congress
ain't gonna
type
go into
building
Congress. No, no.
and stole office
Like,
supplies.
like this,
Thanks, Obama.
like this pencil's
Fuck
free, right?
you.
Yeah.
Fuck you and your Obamacare. I got free
Okay,
pens.
no, Johnny. This is where I got confused too, right? Now,
Hmm?
what were these office supplies you stole?
3 pens.
Johnny, is that office supplies?
Pens are used in offices.
But were you thinking like something bigger?
I was thinking
A
a
three-hole
list.
puncher, like a three-hole puncher or
A
something.
stapler?
I was thinking of a list of multiple office items. If you just stole some pens, you just stole some pens.
And a mechanical pencil.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, now if you stole like a paper pad and like if
Some
you
post-it
stole
notes.
yeah, and then now you've got post-it notes,
Post-it
you've
notes and
got
paper clips.
multiple office supplies. But you just stole some pens, bro. Quit trying to sound badass.
No, the thing I wanted to know.
Were they even uniballs, bro?
Uniball. It's all
I
about,
only
it's all about the zebra point.
I only use uniballs.
It's all about paper mate.
They're a fine point. I guess.
They could all be
Like
fine
were they
point.
just your
Well, that's not the name of
standard
the
like
brand.
fucking Bic pens though?
I think they were. What are they called? The pilots?
No, yeah, Bic Pilot. Yep. Okay.
Mhm.
So you stole 33 cents worth of pens.
Roughly.
They're pretty expensive. Fuck you.
No, not
They're
those.
like 40 cents, bro.
You can buy a pack of 10 for like $1.
Nah, never.
And as somebody who used to order office supplies, I can tell you get a discount when you order in bulk.
Yeah, you do.
That's what was it? Yeah, it was about 11 cents a pen when I used to order those.
Yeah, the real cool part about that fucking place was almost fucking everywhere was a goddamn TV. They had a touchscreen TV, which is fucking amazing. Did not work because it was a Mac software, but uh, they also had this refrigerator where they fill it up every single day, and you can take as much shit as you want out of it, and they're not gonna tell you shit. So there they had like about fucking 20 fucking packs of Monster. Not the ones I like, but they had 20 packs of Monster and like 10 pack of fucking Red Bull, which I took two.
Wait. I want to make sure I understand this right. Their employees get free Monster and or Red Bull.
Yeah, gotta stay fucking.
Are they hiring?
And other items.
Yeah, I don't think they would really hire
You,
people.
in the words of Tom Cruise, no, it wasn't Tom Cruise. It was the chick. Who was the chick in Jerry Maguire? Is that Renee something or other?
Zellweger.
Yeah.
Renee
In the
Zellweger.
words of Renee Zellweger, you had me at Red Bull.
But yeah, and also I think on Fridays they also stash it with fucking beer and shit. Again, they don't mind, they don't mind if you take it. The thing is, since we
And
went on a
this is
Saturday,
in San Antonio.
no, this is in Austin. The thing
This
is,
is
like,
in Austin. Okay,
yes,
when I emigrate to America, I'm going to Austin. I'm looking for buildings near the Congress, and I'm going to apply. And when they say, yeah, right in the interview, I'm like, hey, is this the place that has free Red Bull and beer? Yep. All right, I'm in. When do I start?
where I get just wait till you find out what the hell they're selling. You're gonna be like, what?
No, okay, no. The only thing I was questioning about your SeaWorld adventure is because when you were messaging me, you said you really hate, you were glad to get out of this hellhole called SeaWorld.
Yeah.
I wanted to know what made it such a
dude.
hellhole besides getting splashed. Getting
No,
splashed is like one thing.
it wasn't.
Yeah, but
It wasn't
dude,
getting
he
splashed.
lost his turkey leg.
No,
That wasn't him.
I wasn't eating turkey legs.
It was some other guy.
Still, man, I'm saying anywhere that'll sell
It
you a turkey
wasn't.
leg
It
and then
wasn't
splash
that.
salt
It
water
was
on it.
that the park is so fucking big that the fact that we had to see everything. I'm like, oh my.
Oh, yeah.
See, Dan was the anti-tourist.
Uh-huh. I am too.
I've seen
I
all this shit before, either in person or on fucking internet.
Don't. Yeah, but it
No, I said
on the
either in
internet
person
doesn't
or
yeah,
on.
on the internet doesn't count.
No,
I
I've been to SeaWorld before, you
I
fucking idiot. I just said it right now. They wanted to see everything. I've
Yeah,
been to
I've
have
seen
they?
SeaWorld.
Have they?
Angelina
I've been to
Jolie naked on the internet, but it was something that I would much rather see in real life.
I've been to SeaWorld before, where I've seen the whales, I've seen the dolphins, I've seen the
But these
sharks.
aren't the same. How old were you back when you saw them?
Fucking like 16.
Yeah, all
See,
right. So it's
yeah,
like 7 years
and
ago.
now you're 30, so
It was 6 years. It was 7 years ago.
That doesn't make
if
it huge.
they had gaming consoles set up, would you have enjoyed your stay a little more?
Nah,
Play-
because they would have been fucking broken to shit.
Hosted by Microsoft, tour SeaWorld with the Connect.
Yeah. Yeah, like if you just walked in to a room and sat down with an Oculus Rift or
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Project
I'd rather
Morpheus,
enjoy that.
would you be happier about your SeaWorld experience?
Yeah, maybe yeah, because I could actually dive into the fucking ocean.
You know, I think Johnny won't get this, but you might, Dan. The Oculus Rift thing is just one step closer to those tubes that they had in American Dad, the vacation goo,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's what it feels like.
Completely ripped it off and fucking Total Recall and
Yep.
shit. Yeah.
But the thing is like VR and that kind of shit, it's been around a long
I know,
time, and
but
it
now
doesn't really seem like this machine
it's
they're making now is
1
much
second.
different than the old school VR
yeah, it
headsets.
is. It's 4K.
Well, I mean, yeah, okay, higher resolution, but I mean, really, it's still just a pair of glasses that you fucking put on, basically.
A big set of goggles like from Jurassic
Also,
Park.
moving on just a little bit, Google Glass, and I didn't know this about it because I don't really have any interest in it yet. But I didn't know that they're like $1,500 fucking dollars a set.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was cool. I'm like, yeah, well, maybe I'll get a pair one day just to see what all the hype is about. Oh, it's $1,500. Oh, okay, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at that price, nah. But okay, so SeaWorld was a disgrace because it was real life and not the internet. I understand. Your brother's workplace gives away beer and Red Bull, and you stole 3 pens. Why didn't you grab a fucking Red Bull and a beer?
I told you I grabbed like 2 Red Bulls
Only
Oh,
two.
okay. But no beer. Oh, it wasn't Friday.
on a Friday. It was already Saturday
Ah,
that
okay.
time.
It was Saturday.
Saturday.
And so on Friday they drank all the beer. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, and it was
Or they
Saturday
took
night.
it all home.
Yeah, again, you can take those home with you. They don't care.
Johnny's
Especially,
gonna have like a field day at the end of
Now
the
what?
day. In the end of the he'll pull out a little red wagon.
Yep.
That little red wagon
Yep.
will be filled with more items than the
No,
crate that it came in.
when you show up Saturday morning, because it sounds like there's people
no,
there on Saturday,
no,
you'll
it's
just
not.
see Johnny lying on his desk, half naked, with empty crushed beer cans lying all over the place.
There is no work on the weekends.
All right, you'll come in Monday morning.
No, but at least the maids and whatnot will be there. Like, oh, there he is again.
The cleaning staff, the janitors, yeah. So what is this business? Like what do they do? What do are they sell? Do they buy?
They
What
sell data software.
data software?
It's called Tableau. Basically, if you ever needed data to be, organized and filed and stored and stuff,
Okay, for
this
like
software
data
gets
management
you all
and
that
whatnot.
shit.
So
So it's like
so
a
the cloud.
trumped up version of Excel.
It's a little bit of version of Excel, yeah, kind of like that. But the thing is, this can like make any kind of graph, as far as like pie graphs, bar graphs. That's what it can add years, dates, purchases.
Yeah,
Decreases margins and all that stuff.
yeah,
People's payrolls. It can do a lot of shit, and that makes it easy,
yeah,
makes your life easier. I mean, I've never fucking
yeah.
used it, but yeah, I've
So
read
Well, I
up
mean,
on it.
I could see it too, because like working with Excel, right? Now I'm just gonna nerd myself out. Like working with Excel could probably do everything that you're saying. The problem is it takes so fucking long to set it all up. So if there was like a preloaded software with all this shit just ready to go and you just hire people to fucking uh import
But it,
data or
yeah,
input data. No, it makes sense. I get why businesses would want that.
yeah, and it's not that cheap
If
either.
you're listening, what was the name of the company?
Tableau,
Tableau?
Tableau, yeah.
Sounds like tabloid.
That's Tableau.
Oh yeah, Tableau.
Yeah.
If
Tableau.
you're listening, Tableau, I am available for hire. My wage and moving bonus are negotiable. But we really got to talk about this only having beer on Fridays thing. Because I
Oh,
don't know if
but
you know this, but Johnny drinks every day.
hmm.
I might not get drunk every day, but I drink every day.
Yeah, I'm
But
pretty
it
sure
sounds
that's
like
probably
you
what,
had more
like,
fun
uh,
in the abandoned office building than you had at SeaWorld.
I'm like, yes. because there was unlimited amount of snacks and food.
And free pens.
And no
Red
people.
Red Bull. I got a Sprite here too. I got a Sprite, Red Bull, some snacks.
How long were you guys there?
Good 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah, we're there for like 30, 40 minutes. I slammed 2 Red Bulls and a Sprite. What's up now?
Well, I did take the longest piss in my life, so I was like, yeah,
Was it longer than your poops?
no. I mean, like, as far as in like length, like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah, no,
I didn't
dude.
measure how far I could stream it.
No. I just meant I meant the
And
time.
then time, yeah, it was long.
Because I'm just sitting here like, after hearing how fast you poop, like it takes me longer than that to wipe. But that could just
Again,
be
I
my
was
arrogance.
waiting the whole damn day. It's not like I could just fucking piss in the goddamn tank of the fucking orcas and stuff.
Oh, okay. I
But-
see.
but-
See. It was one of those built up pisses.
But sometimes when you have those built up ones, you go and take a piss, just like when you have a built up poop. You go and have like a built up poop, you sit down, it's just like one poop. Same thing for when you have
This
like built up
wasn't one of
pisses.
those times. Anyways, well, yeah, that was my weekend. Ate it like a good pair, 30, 40
That-
minutes.
That was your entire weekend?
Well, the next day of Sunday was really nothing.
Oh, good.
Back home.
So Dan hates SeaWorld and steals office supplies. Gotcha.
Yep.
What about you, Papa? Anything interesting?
I saw
Over
X Men
the last-
twice. I went to 2
Which
bonfires.
X-Men now? Is that
The new one,
Days
of Futures Past. Yep.
I saw, okay, the guy who plays Professor X now. I can't remember his name. I know he's the
Patrick
kid from
McAvoy.
Wanted.
McAvoy.
The
And
Wanted
he
guy.
was in
Wanted, not haunted. It's McAvoy.
I said Wanted.
I thought you said haunted.
Let's blame it on Skype.
Okay.
Fucking Skype. Oh.
Go on.
Okay, now I have to laugh. CM Punk started tweeting again. I don't know if you know that.
I saw your retweets, so yeah.
But the funny thing is, and I don't know why this happened, but right now he tweeted out a picture and it was Justin Bieber in an LA Kings hat.
Mm.
And I think it's supposed to be a insult to the LA Kings because they're playing Chicago, but I don't know. Well, one thing, okay. I haven't addressed this on any other podcast yet, so I'm just going to get it off my chest if you'll bear with me. CM Punk started tweeting again. So right away, I see this and I'm like, guaranteed the fucking wrestling internet websites that, are so fucking based in fact, right?
Mm.
Instantly are going to assume it's because he's coming back to wrestling. And sure as shit, I looked it up and they're like, yeah, it might be wrestling related. It's not wrestling related. CM Punk's not coming back. I've been saying this for a while. But the one thing I noticed, and I actually had to go back through his tweets, is all of a sudden he dropped an F-bomb on his Twitter.
Okay.
And I'm like, I don't remember him ever swearing. And then I go back and look at the last 2 months of his tweeting, like back to the beginning of December.
He's drinking, doing drugs, dropped that whole straight edge thing.
Dropping acid.
Like it was all just part of his character.
But I don't know. I get a kick out of the whole thing. Like I'm a fan of CM Punk. I hope he does some project that I can enjoy. I don't see him coming back to wrestling. Whatever. I know it's for another show, but that show hasn't happened in a couple of weeks.
What other show?
He's gonna be the next Wheaton.
The wrestling podcast I'm on sometimes when there's a wrestling podcast.
Ow.
Oh.
I might as well plug it over
Will
on
Wheaton
Terrible
Project?
Pains
The
YouTube
Will
channel.
Wheaton
It's
Project.
LTW Live.
Yeah, everybody knows he's on the Will Wheaton project.
Okay, the Will Wheaton. Wait, what?
Yes.
Because, okay, all I know about the Will Wheaton project is the tweets I've seen from Will Wheaton. Okay? And, the one I retweeted I thought was interesting is like, yeah, it's on the Sci-Fi website now, but Sci-Fi has to think you're from the States.
I don't
They-
even have sci-fi.
But you know what I mean?
And I'm
He's
from the
basically
States.
saying, he's like, yeah, there's ways to watch it. You guys know how. Like, he just wants you to watch his fucking show, right?
Mhm.
Because it's not available on Space Channel, which is basically Canadian Sci-Fi or SIFI. I don't know why they fucking went the SYFY. That doesn't make sense to me. SIFI.
Shorter.
However,
I don't know either.
it did
actually.
cause conversation.
Mhm.
People started saying, "Well, what the fuck is SIFI?" Right? So I guess it does make sense in a way. But
I used to call it Sci-Fi before I heard it say sci-fi because I'm like, what is this Sci-Fi network? And then it's like sci-fi. I'm like, oh. Because I used to watch it when it was sci-fi, like literally SCIFI.
Yeah, it wasn't
yeah,
that
back
long
when it was
ago.
sci-fi.
It was called sci-fi in like 2007 and 8, and then a little bit after that's when they switched to Sci-Fi. This is back when I was very into like all the Ghost Hunter stuff. So, and a lot of the B-rated movies. Those sci-fi movies, amazing. As stupid as they are.
I love old sci-fi movies,
Oh,
like
I'm not
the
even.
ones that
I'm
are.
talking made for Sci-Fi
The
Channel original
Amazonian
movies.
ones,
Oh
the
yeah,
giant ants.
what was the one I watched? It had Steve Urkel on it.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I know which one. It's Mega Shark.
Yes, that sounds right.
Yes,
Yes,
Mega Shark.
I I thought it was a great movie, but I like cheesy sci-fi.
It
So
was super cheesy.
yeah.
It was like Mega Shark versus like Crocodon or something like
Oh
that.
yeah, something like that, right? You know, the one thing I haven't seen yet is Sharknado.
You could see it on Netflix, I think.
There
Yeah,
was
yeah, that's right. It is on
there
Netflix.
was
Yeah.
this one movie they had. It wasn't Sharknado, but it was like a Twister type movie. I don't know. It was just weird.
Here it is: Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus,
Yes.
starring Julia White.
Yeah,
That
that's
that one
awesome.
was so horrible. After I saw that movie, I looked up. There's like 17 different other Mega Shark movies. Mega Shark versus the Giant Python. Mega Shark
Those
versus
movies
the
don't take that
Giant.
long to make.
No, they
They're
don't
made about a month or two.
because they're horrible and cheesy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they're also quick.
Yeah.
Like they're low budget, but I
They're
I
like
don't know. I
70
can take
minutes.
enjoyment out of that stuff.
They're like 60 minutes long, and then you add the commercials, makes it about an hour and a half.
But it's not
Actually,
like
okay,
production wise.
I saw a tweet the other day, and I want to know how you guys would have answered it. Um, the tweet was something like it was a 19-year-old girl, and she's like, "Quick, what's a good sci-fi movie? Papa, go.
Matrix.
Dan, go.
It's a good sci-fi movie. Movie 8, whatever it's called.
Super 8.
Super 8, yeah.
Super 8. All right. I went with Blade Runner.
Hmm.
And then I said District 9 if you're looking for something newer. I thought District 9 was amazing.
No, I know,
Well,
but you said
I would have said Star Wars, but that was based on reality. Yeah.
but you said
That was a
so,
documentary.
somewhat newer.
Yeah.
District 9 is what, 8 years now? 6 years?
What the fuck?
Well, it's
are you
newer than Blade
on?
Runner,
Oh,
isn't
it
it?
is newer than Blade Runner, but it's 6 years old now.
I mean, Blade
About
Runner is
4.
80 something.
No, District 9 is older.
5. I'm gonna go with 5.
District 9
We're
came
not
out in
Googling it, are we?
2000.
We
Came
don't
out
do that kind of shit.
too late. I didn't
9.
Google.
Let's see.
It's only 5 years old anyway. Fuck off.
Yeah.
It feels so much older.
I know.
You're bad
What
with
was
dates.
weird was I downloaded and watched that movie, right? Because I'm like, oh,
Legally.
District 9. Okay, let's download it. Because every now and then I would go on a movie downloading legal site.
Well, I think it's
But
because District 9 originally the talks was because they
Halo
assumed
movie.
that this was going to be the Halo movie, and hearing talks of the Halo movie for like 2 years prior to that,
yeah,
I assumed that that's what it was going to be, and then it came out, so that's why I think it's longer. That's the way my head's thinking.
Yeah,
But I
Fair
felt
enough.
like
it
it's
was
a
made up
lot
of
older.
a 3-minute fucking clip.
Yep.
yeah. Well, I downloaded and watched the movie, right?
Oh.
It was a good movie. I enjoyed it. What I didn't know, because I hadn't been following nothing, is it was one of the ones that, I downloaded the torrent before, and then
Oh, you saw the screener.
wasn't a screener. It was what do they call it? An R5? No, I mean it was good quality. It had no watermarks. It was, full-fledged movie, right?
Okay.
And all of a sudden, like 2 or 3 months later, it's like coming to theaters, District 9. I'm like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah. Oh, I know which one you had because it was originally
Pre-production.
no, it was originally released in Sundance, and then they were gonna fully release it mass market later on that
Oh,
summer.
okay. That
So
would have been how it
in a
happened then. I had the Sundance
in a
version.
way, you had the screener, but it wasn't. But it was like the full fledged everything.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah.
know. Same thing
When you
for
say screener, I always think
you.
about the ones that have the watermark throughout the whole movie.
You're thinking of Star Wars Episode 3? I remember I had the screener of that, and you had the timestamp at the bottom.
Yeah. And I had like the ones I watched screener was Red.
Never saw that one.
I think I watched Dark Knight screener. You've never seen Red?
No.
I highly recommend it.
Well, we're talking about the one with
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis and Morgan Freeman, right?
Yeah, and
Malkovich.
John Malkovich. And that chick, fuck, what's her name?
I don't know. I don't care. I was only gonna go watch it for Malkovich.
It's kind of gay, but
Malkovich is
okay.
amazing in that movie because his character was you've heard the rumors about the LSD testing they did on CIA operatives and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, his character is supposed to be one of those test subjects. So basically, he's just like this burnt out acid head.
He's a testy.
Yeah, yeah. No, Red is amazing. It's not often I say this, but the movie I thought was actually better than the comic book. And I mean, everybody knows, like, I mean, whether you're a book reader, a comic book reader, when they make a movie or a video game player, when they make a movie out of something, usually the video game's better, the book is better, the comic is better. Unless you get something like the Nolan trilogy.
I
Of the
was
Dark
gonna
Knights.
say something about this, Johnny. From what I've been told, the bat suit is gonna be blue/purple, gray, and yellow. It's not gonna be stealth.
Okay,
black.
it's going with the classic gray and yellow feel.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah, it's going with
Well,
with the Dark
what
Knight comic book.
The weird thing I think because
That picture was only in black and white.
Yeah, well, we're moving on to
But
Man of
he
Steel
even
2
said,
here.
"Don't take too much out of that photo."
Well, the funny thing I think is that the biggest story about Man of Steel 2, nobody gives a fuck about Superman. It's all about Batman.
Yep, it's about Batfleck.
Yeah, Batfleck. I think that's funny because I mean, everything I've heard about that movie has been about Ben Affleck.
Yeah, they don't talk about anything about anything else.
Yeah, they don't even mention Wonder Woman or the possibility of Cyborg.
Well, they never stated they were gonna bring in Wonder Woman.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Oh.
Forget who's gonna play her, but yeah, that's why they're gonna add another year to it because they're gonna add so many people to it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, aren't they setting up? Isn't DC trying to do a Justice
Marvel.
League movie in the vein of
Well, the name of
way
this
it worked out with
movie,
the Avengers?
I forget what's the name of the movie.
They
What are they
haven't
calling
decided
them?
yet.
No,
The title yet? No.
I thought they had a working title, or is that just speculations?
Speculation.
This is funny. Oh yeah, I told you about that CM Punk with Bieber wearing the King's hat, right?
Huh.
Now there's a picture that Punk posted of Bailey, the LA Kings mascot, with Justin Bieber, who's wearing a Blackhawks hat. Okay, now when you're Canadian, all right, because that little
There's only
fuck,
one team you can go for.
well, how do I put it? There's only one team you buy merch for. You know what I mean? Like, you could support other teams and, because if you're a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, they're never going to win the cup, so you cheer for other teams in the playoffs. But, like, I mean, I own some Oilers stuff, and I own some Toronto Maple Leafs stuff, and that, because that's my East and my West team.
Yeah, but you're
But
supposed to have the
I
Canadians.
wouldn't buy any Blackhawks stuff because they're not my team year round. Like there's a certain code Canadians need to live up to, and you Americans fucking broke Justin Bieber. He was a sweet little kid when he went down there.
We're not on Bieber anymore. Look, that's in color.
Oh God, now I gotta come over to my laptop and fucking Also, if anybody is watching the show and they have any advice for me, Skype on my desktop keeps
Psychologically.
crashing.
Psychologically.
Yeah. I need help. Skype keeps crashing as soon as I try to accept or make a phone call. I think it's a service pack issue from my pirated Windows 7. But if anybody has any advice about that, just email it to johnnywhitetrash@hotmail.com. That'd be great.
I thought it was Arcade Alcoholic.
Or arcadealcoholic@gmail.com. I don't know. I've got like 8 million fucking...
And they did title the movie, Dan. It's Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice.
It is Batman versus Superman?
Yeah, it's called Batman vs Superman: Dawn
I
of
thought
Justice.
it was Man of Steel 2. Or
Warner
was that the
Brothers
working title?
Warner Bros. Has officially announced the title for the upcoming sequel. New
I
film.
still say the ears are too fucking short.
No matter. It's in color. And he's looking down.
Well, you got... Yeah, that was us. We sat there and looked at all the sad Batman memes.
I know, but I've stated so many times. Even when we first saw the picture, I'm like, dude, he's looking down. You can't judge how good the ears are going to look regardless.
Yes, you can. The ears are too fucking short. I cannot simplify that statement anymore. The ears are too fucking short.
Johnny, how was your 2 weeks?
Um...
I'm going to mute myself now. There's trains.
Nah, I don't know. I got sick. Well, I had a hangover that turned into the flu, or I had the flu and I never had a hangover, or I don't know. I woke up, I threw up. I thought it was just a hangover because I kind of laced into the booze the night before. Not as bad as I ever have, but you know, I drank a decent amount, a healthy amount. Well, maybe not healthy if I threw up, but you know what I mean. And then, so I go to work, and then all of a sudden, halfway through my shift, I started getting the aches. You know the aches, right?
Cramps.
No, I didn't have cramps. I'm not on my period.
The stomach pains.
Yeah, and I thought
Which equate to cramps.
Yeah. Well, I thought the stomach pains and the headache were a hangover, right? But when I started getting the aches in the knees and the lower back, and then I came home from work that day and I slept straight through till work the next day, went to work, came home, slept straight through till the next day. And then the next night I started getting some life back, and then all I've really been doing is working. I did pick up my copy of Wolfenstein New Order.
Yeah, you haven't even opened it yet.
I have opened it.
Just for the Doom code.
Just for the Doom code, but I have not put it in the Xbox One yet. I also picked up a set of Turtle Beach X04s, and I have not plugged them in to do the controller update or anything like that so far. Just work has been stupid, and they keep offering overtime, and I'm at a point in my life where I need the money from overtime, so I work.
What is XO4?
Headset.
Okay.
Slightly disappointed in it, even though like I haven't listened to it yet, because, and I didn't do any research. I just grabbed it, right? Also, okay, let me start over. I took a bunch of games in that I don't play anymore, right? And I traded them in. I got some money, and I bought Wolfenstein and the headset, right?
Yeah.
I started looking through the receipt, and there's a few games that they gave me 65 cents for.
Oh.
And I think I was supposed to get $6.50 each. Because, like, COD 4, Modern Warfare 2,
You wanted $6 for
Black
those?
Ops.
No, 65
Listen,
cents makes sense for those.
but World at War got me $5.85. And she had a game that she gave back to me. She's like, yeah, this will only get you $2. So I'm thinking, like, why would you take the games that give me 65 cents?
Fuck off.
Yeah,
She
so I
knew
still
those
got the
games would
receipt,
sell.
and I got to go back and say, hey, what the fuck?
Yeah, like 2 weeks later.
She knew those
yeah.
games would
Only a week,
sell.
yes, I know.
That's why she offered you
Yeah.
the least amount.
Yeah.
She fucked
But
you
I mean,
over.
if it's the way it's supposed to be, whatever. I've already accepted the deal, but
if you can get like $10 back.
Yeah, if I could get some more money. Well, what was it?
You get like $12 back. If it was like 2 games or like $6.50.
No. It was like 5 games,
Ooh, no.
5 or 6 games.
That is a good $30.
Yeah, which might be able to get me another game or something. Because I'll only get in-store credit, and I don't care. That doesn't bother me, right? Because that's my video game store. I still go to brick and mortar stores to buy shit. I know it's the old man in me, but
Brick and mortar?
well,
Mom and
it's a
pop.
phrase they use about like comic book stores and record stores because everything's online now, right?
He means like mom and pop stores.
Not mom and pop stores, just
No,
actual
I-
physical
Old
buildings that you
stores,
go to.
basically.
Yeah, stores.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you walk into the mall and you go shopping. Not that I go shopping.
Dude, do
But,
you?
you know.
No, I never go shopping at the mall.
I do.
I
Dan's
go
not
buy stuff at the mall. Like when I walk into the mall, I know what I'm getting. And I'll go get it. But I don't just go into the mall and say, I wonder what's in this store.
Exactly. You have to know what the fuck you're gonna get.
You see, all right. So I'm looking at both Affleck pictures, right? Colored and non-colored.
Mm-hmm.
I can totally see the justification of the black and white one made him look like really buff and built and veiny. When you look at the colored one, you can see the seams of the whole costume. He's still buff. You can see the seams of the whole costume, so they're not.
Oh yeah,
fades.
but Affleck's buff, isn't he?
He's built. I think he got bigger because of the role, but
Well, yeah. I mean, like the things these guys go through to get ripped for these shows, steroids. But like I remember watching a special about like Hugh Jackman and fucking all the names escaping me. Jason Statham.
or even better, all those guys from 300.
Yeah, like what they did, right? Wore green suits and never mind.
I feel fucking bad for Gerard Butler.
Why? What about Gerard Butler?
You have to fake those abs.
Oh no, they worked
No,
out as hard.
he worked out his ass off.
Yeah, the thing about 300 is
The
they
thing is,
worked
he
out
can
as
never live up to that like physique
Unitas.
ever
No,
again.
the 300 physique was fake. All those guys worked out as hard as they could, but then after they got as the best shape of their lives, they had
still put a green suit on them.
No.
And like
no, it wasn't a green suit.
Like
They put makeup on their whole body. They tanned them up and then they outlined all the muscles just so they looked bigger.
It's like adding depth to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that
My
movie, Meet the
favorite
Spartans?
is a
They do the
guy
same
my
thing.
size with a beer gut, and they've spray painted abs on, and
Yeah.
it looks hilarious.
Yeah, it's like that, but
Yeah. But that's typical Hollywood shit too. See, the rumor I heard, and I never knew if it was true. I never really cared enough to go look at it, but I heard they were all wearing green suits
no.
and got fucking for lack of a better term, photoshopped in with like one body.
In a way, they were in real life photoshopped.
Yeah. But I mean that's normal. That's like they do that kind of shit. You know what I mean?
It's just
To-
they'll never be able to live up to that.
No. But that's the whole point too. Is it's fucking Hollywood. It's not real life.
It's
Right?
not. Well, that's a
So
documentary.
yeah, that was really all that happened to me in my 2 weeks since I talked to you guys. I got fired and then I got rehired.
Oh no, you're not rehired.
No, you guys begged me to come back. I have Gaiazo proof.
You're a temp.
You're not trying to say that I went into the Uncultured Swine account and answered my own comment, are you?
So at this point in time, we would like to state that we were hacked at one point in time a couple of days ago. Because if you notice, in any of the past ones, we've never commented at all.
Yeah.
Because we're snobs?
So why would we comment to someone who was an employee?
Not employer.
No, employee.
You had it right the first time. Oh God, I don't know.
Hold
I
on.
missed the last show. That's all.
Hold on. This is new news.
Okay, new news. Go.
Kickstarter. There's a Kickstarter
Yes.
by LeVar Burton.
Okay.
and Reading Rainbow.
Oh, is that what inspired?
Bring Reading Rainbow back for every child everywhere.
It's in a book.
Nice.
It's reading
It's
rainbow.
35 it's
$35.
35 days left, right?
Yeah.
It's going up really fast right now, actually.
Do you know how much nostalgia is involved in reading Rainbow? Like, of course it is.
Right
The
now,
more you know.
this says it's still going up. It's 6,500 backers, almost $300,000. Pledges to $1 million, and it still has 35 days left to go.
I'm just looking it up here.
I can, yeah.
Oh yeah, because I think what is it? I think it's a max of 40 days.
I'll retweet it. This is just Kickstarter Kickstarter might be the thing that ruins networks.
Yeah.
I could see it. Well, I like
It
the
could
whole
ruin the
thought
economy.
of
No, it'll feed the economy.
of Kickstarter
People that
for
don't have
this.
money.
Holy shit!
Yes, it's
One backer has pledged $10,000 or more.
that might have been no.
Yes, the pledge 10,000 or more. One backer.
Oh wait, I haven't
So
refreshed.
at least one person has pledged.
Mine says 0.
There's two 10,000 or more.
Oh no, now it says 1. Oh, there's 2.
Yeah.
Why is there 2?
Listen to this one. The one that has 0, the ultimate Star Trek Geordie's Visor package. You and a friend be LeVar's personal guest for a private dinner in Los Angeles, and you, oh, Jesus. You don't even get to keep it. You only get to wear the one and only original visor that LeVar wore in Star Trek The Next Generation, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You get to wear, yeah. It's like, yeah, you get to like put a picture. You could probably take a picture of you wearing it. Oh, can I take it home? No.
No, but you also get to eat dinner with him.
Yeah.
The one that the dude bought. School assembly with LeVar. LeVar himself will visit the school of your choice to read live for children and teachers in a school assembly. Afterward, you can meet him in person and a private meet and greet for teachers and parents. Plus, this includes everything in the $5,000 adopt a school package.
Yeah.
That's cool. But like, wow.
Oh, LeVar's travel and accommodations are only included for the locations in the continental USA. See, Canada, Hawaii, and Alaska get fucked.
Dan, do you agree with this?
Yep.
Yep. No, I think that is cool, though. I mean, like, I don't know. I think it's...
Interesting.
Yeah. $110 gets you a signed headshot.
Of what, the book?
No.
Of LeVar Burton.
Oh, yeah.
Of Geordie from Star Trek. But, no, I mean, I don't know. I think it is cool. I think we need to focus on education at some kind of level, even if it's a fucking...
little TV show.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Whether it makes money or not is...
Beyond you.
We'll see.
Well, I mean, it has to make money. Otherwise, it won't fucking work, right? But, I don't know. If you got $1 to spare, or what's the minimum here?
Yeah, $1. No, $5.
Minimums.
No, you could pledge the minimum of $1, but it was $5 until you get.
If you got $1 to spare, go back the Reading Rainbow project.
The Reading Rainbow.
Uncultured Swine feel good moment of the podcast. Go help kids read.
It gained
They're stupid.
$25,000 in the little course of time we talked about it.
Yeah, we're doing a good job.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, it auto updates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to refresh it, but now it's at 308.
No, it lowers down and then it bumps up. And then it lowers down and then it bumps up.
We're such good
Oh, yeah.
promoters. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway.
We haven't even uploaded it yet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, shit. I wonder what it's going to be like. Get the Stephen Hawking voice insert. It is currently at $552.
35 days divided by 7.
It'd be like, the more you know, the more you know.
All right, actually, you know what? We could literally do this a weekly thing every
We
week.
might as well track the progress of it.
Yeah, this gives us 5 weeks worth of tracking the progress and
of material.
Yeah, and
so we don't have to listen to the fucking SeaWorld story again. No, I'm kidding. I enjoyed that.
Anyway, I ain't fucking want to tell it. God damn it! I didn't even want to
what?
tell it.
I
didn't even want
enjoyed
to
it.
tell it.
I enjoyed the turkey leg.
Dan never wants to talk, and he always says that he doesn't get enough talking time.
I never fucking say shit.
See?
Anyways, I didn't want to fucking tell that goddamn stupid SeaWorld fucking story because I know it'll take fucking forever. Like your
All right.
list of like 5 minute, 10 item commentaries. I was like, goddamn, whatever.
Speaking
So
of
bad.
video games, nobody gives a shit about, or at
Watch
least
Dogs,
nobody here.
Watch Dogs out. Goodbye.
No. The
Watch
Cops and
Dogs.
Robbers Battlefield has been announced.
Oh, the hard line.
Yeah. I haven't seen the video or the leaked footage or whatever of it yet, but
I
yeah.
get
I
a
like it.
kick out of the fact that they called it Hardline, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, that's a COD perk though. Like, I mean, I don't know if I'll play it or not. I probably won't, but
Well, you probably won't like it because it's not knife only. No, actually,
well,
no.
I
What it
don't
really,
like
what it
Battlefield.
really is actually kind of like Left 4 Dead in a way, because you're the team of four and you're trying to do like a heist or conquer, and then there's another team of people trying to defend
Wait,
and kill you.
wait a minute.
It's
I don't
not,
want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it until I see it.
Yeah, we'll come back to that next week. I just thought it was funny that there's a new Battlefield. I do want to play. I am very curious about Evolve.
I haven't heard anything about it ever since like I first saw any
I've
gameplay
seen
of it.
I've seen a trailer. It looks pretty cool.
I've seen the trailer. I get the concept. Charlie Clouser does the soundtrack, which is awesome. From the old Nine Inch Nails Downward Spiral days. What's the Cry engine? It's running on the Cry engine. Is that from?
That
Is that the
is
Crisis engine?
that's from
No,
Crisis.
Yeah, is that the Crisis engine?
Crisis.
it's the Far Cry engine.
Which is also the Crisis engine.
I believe you. Is not mentioning Crisis as.
I think it's on. I think Crisis runs the Cry engine.
Yeah, here it is. Cry Engine 2 was Crisis.
It's a pretty strong engine.
I've never played anything on
Cry
it.
engine now available on Steam for $10. An hour ago.
Yeah, the development kits, and I think it's cool that they release these development kits because, like, I mean, you think about, the Cry engine, the Doom engine, the Quake engine. Like, I mean, you think about it, Call of Duty was built on the Quake 3 engine. So if you've got, because the Quake 3 engine is fucking open source now, public license. So if you
Oh.
wanted to build a game, you could build one from scratch using that engine if you have the know-how. You could essentially make the next Call of Duty or, Cry engine. You could, one guy in a basement could make his own first-person shooter now. You know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah.
before you said that before, but now you're talking about like in HD graphics.
Well,
They made games in their
even
basement
the
before.
things that they've done with the Doom engine alone, right? And like with all the Doom mods and everything, like you're like Brutal Doom's the one I play, obviously, but it's like playing a whole different fucking game. And that's one guy who put that together based on Doom, of course. But if you were if you had a team, a graphics guy, a level designer guy, and a coding guy, like four guys could make a decent first person shooter with multiplayer available online if they were so inclined these days.
Hmm.
And I think that's cool because I think, well, look at Minecraft. Wasn't that just a couple guys in a basement?
In like the Netherlands.
And look what it's become now. Right?
Well, the difference is Minecraft that he gave everyone the rights to do whatever they want to it.
Right.
They're not. These other guys aren't giving people the rights to really go out and like go fix my game or do whatever you want to the game.
No, like they're not they're not releasing open source Call of Duty, right? But they are like I guess all I'm saying is it's cool that the tech is out there that like if a guy like me wanted to like learn a little bit and do it, I could make my own game from scratch, and there is a slight chance it could catch on and I could become rich.
Slight chance,
I
yes.
mean, I mean, and the reason I think that's cool is like major game studios are just like the new Battlefield, near as I could tell from people who play Battlefield, sucks.
How
The new
about
Call of
AAA
Duty
titles?
sucks. Um, you know, Titanfall was eh. Like it just seems like game company developers are just not with it.
What doesn't help is that everyone's hyping stuff
Expectations.
too much. Yeah.
Expectations that
Well,
people are putting up because oh, these are the next consoles. Everything's got to be 60 frames per second. Everything's got to be 1080p. You got to get 4K now and
but
shit.
at the same time, if this is what your consumer is expecting, do you not have a responsibility as a game developer to be
No,
making that?
no, because everybody's
They're
expecting it now. It's gonna take them time. Some
yeah,
people want to sit there and take their time to make sure they perfect it.
yeah.
Well,
Also,
and that's the thing.
I would
Maybe
say
instead of
it's the
releasing
company's
a
obligation to make sure their employees get fucking paid and have their job for the next project.
well, and if your project tanks, you're not going to be able to keep your employees because your company will fucking suffer,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, I mean, like, I don't know. I think I'm just saying, major game studios seem to be missing the mark. It doesn't seem like they're.
But at the same
It
time,
doesn't seem like they're giving the Battlefield fans the Battlefield they want. They're not giving the COD fans the COD they want. And I know I'm not talking about, the little
well, here's the thing: the consumers, us,
yes.
they want it now. The
Yes.
like Activision and EA, they
Yes.
want it out now. But the
Yes.
creators, they don't want it out now.
Right. And that comes down to,
What it ends up
do
being, the
you want it?
middleman, it's the middleman that gets screwed over technically.
Yeah. Well,
And
it's like,
the
do you
companies
want
aren't.
it done right or do you don't want it done by Tuesday? And
Everybody wants
all the
things now.
developers, or not developers,
The
the
corporations that back them up.
yeah, the distribution studios or whatever you want to call it, they all want it done by Tuesday.
And
And
the fans
I
want
think
it
the
by
video
Monday.
game market would be a better place if they did it right. Like, I don't care if Call of Duty comes out every November. I care if they make a Call of Duty game that's worth playing. And Ghost isn't, I don't think. And I know the Call of Duty crowd is a very fickle crowd, but and let's face it, when the new Call of Duty comes out, everybody will probably start playing Ghosts and be like, "Why did we think this was a bad game?" Like they're doing with Black Ops 2 now. But I don't know. I would rather see more attention to map design, um, gameplay. Then it's like, oh look, we got cool graphics. It's like, yeah, but cool graphics on a shitty game mean fuck all, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And I think the best case of proving that is Minecraft. I don't play Minecraft, it's not my thing, but it came out with just these 8-bit graphics, and but it offered
It had a simple
it
concept.
and it offered a simple concept to people who wanted the concept, right? And even kind of the spin-offs of Minecraft, like your
Terraria.
Rust, um,
Rust was not, no.
Mm.
um, Rust and 7 Days to Die. The reason I bring those two up is
Is there sandbox?
they're more geared to the player like me, where it's like I don't really give a fuck about running around and building something. I'd rather
Shoot
survive
something.
zombies, shoot something. Right now, it's still a constructionist game. I don't know if that's the right term. It's still
It's a survivalist game.
crafting game, right? But it's also a survival game now. I don't know. It's different takes on the Minecraft style that I think would work more for somebody like me.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
I understand.
Yeah.
I think it's starting to wind down because we've been on here for for a good long time now.
And you gotta go to work.
Yeah, I gotta go get ready for work. I think that is a good place to end it. Um,
Yeah, consumer talk. Yeah.
yeah. Basically, okay. So I haven't wound down a show like this now, so I don't know how to wind it down.
Let it
Go to
fade.
johnnywhitetrash.com for the well, no, because the people who are listening on the audio feed have already found that. Go to the YouTube channel. Go to
Don't forget the Spreadshirt
Spreadshirt.
that I still need
Go
to do
to
stuff for.
yeah. Go to
PAPAxPALPATINE.spreadshirt.com, I think.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I'll make sure that by the time this goes up on the audio format, iTunes crowd
All
thing,
those links will literally be in the about.
yes, I'll make sure every link you need will be at johnnywhitetrash.com and it'll take you right to the YouTube channel.
You just gotta wait like a week.
No, it goes up on Thursday.
No, I know.
Tomorrow.
But I mean,
Fuck.
you gotta wait for a week for that website to be up and running, to be running smoothly the way he wants it.
Yeah.
Just fucking go there now, damn it.